Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Terraria. It's me, it's the noob playing Terraria, Caper Cafe. You join us back here on now day 46, 6 p.m. Yes, that's right, I've done some things in between the last video and this video, and I'm very excited to show it off. If this is your first time watching a video from Not Your Buddy Friends playing Terraria, well, welcome in. This is not a YouTube guide for a noob on how to play Terraria. This is a noob playing Terraria with the help of YouTube as my guide. So if you have any suggestions on things that I should be doing next or doing differently, let me know in the comments down below. And one comment that came up in the last video was the fact that it appeared as though the main objective of what we were doing in the game has kind of been lost. And it is kind of true that I have been, much like right now, just a bit aimlessly progressing through the game. I mean, we've done some major things. We've tried to do some major things like take on the brain of Cthulhu, which failed twice. And that's why the noob to-do list has kind of been revamped a little bit. So the main quest for today's episode is going to be finding bees. We're going to go into the jungle and try to find a large beehive. The side quest, although I don't think we'll be able to do it in this crimson biome, but it will be to try to find another 3 hearts and prepare for Brain of Cthulhu round 2. I don't think we'll take on the Brain of Cthulhu, but the Brain of the Cthulhu fight is the overall main next goal that we're working on. But like I said, it's been a few days, and in the meantime, I've achieved a few things. I've unlocked vehicular manslaughter. I unlocked Dead Men Tell No Tales, which was one that the YouTube comment section had warned me about, but I was truly preoccupied with opening chests. I don't know if these chests truly do look different like this, but I wasn't seeing it, and I got blown to pieces. And I quite easily accomplished the bulldozer achievement. Over here in the desert, you may notice that the nurse's house is no longer the nurse's house. I have freed Willie, and I moved William from the sand pit that he was trapped in into a new house. And as you can see here, I have teleported myself into the jungle, and that is because I did move Nurse Catherine to the jungle into her very own new house on the advice of the YouTube comments, but also what I had noticed from the NPCs, and I think this is how this works. When I would look at Nurse Catherine, I noticed that sometimes Painter Luciano's image would appear in her speech bubble. And so I'm taking from that they want to be close together. And although it doesn't seem to be mentioned specifically, I mean, they are basically neighbors, Luciano was able to sell me the jungle pylon. And so now traversing from home to the jungle with the arena in between is super easy. Like I said, I accidentally opened up a chest and I died. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the last 6 days or so. I also did a lot more exploring here in the underground desert biome, and this is where I found a few more heart crystals, so my health is now up to 300. In the YouTube comments, it was recommended that to fight the Brain of Cthulhu, I should aim for a health of 400, but I'll be looking for heart crystals on my own time, I think. As you can see here, I found some rail tracks, and so I rode the rails, and this is where I found a few of my heart crystals, and I found a few other items. I also found here, and I found this in a few places around the biome, crimson elements just kind of spawning not where the crimson biome is, which I found a bit suspicious, but here it is, a crimson altar in the desert / forest biome, because I think we've maybe transitioned into forest here. So that was quite odd. With my water walking boots and my mining helmet, I also explored a lot more of the blue mushroom biome. As you can see here on the map, I explored quite a lot of it. And right here, I found a goblin who was tied up. Oh, thank goodness the bound goblin is still here. I wanted to make sure that you all saw this. So, not quite part of the to-do list, but I think it's time we free them. Thank you for freeing me, human. I was tied up and left here by the other goblins. you could say that we didn't get along very well. Okay, so this goblin has a shop, and they can sell me things like rocket boots. That's pretty cool. A ruler. The Tinkerer's Workshop, which we all have talked about in the comments section. A tool belt increases block placement range. Cool. And spiky balls, my favorite, spiky balls. Now, I don't know if the Tinker Stasum will find their way home to a home. We have homes. But hopefully they do. Because I would rather that they be topside with me. And as you can see here right below me, I have also discovered the very first lava pits. Now, I don't know if that means that I am close to what is considered hell. I've found a few areas with lava, very dangerous. I've put a platform up here to make sure that I don't lose any of my stuff, which does actually lead me to another question and thoughts for the YouTube comment section. What are your thoughts on changing the difficulty from medium core, which it currently is, to classic, but using a website? I found a website from a simple, Google search and Reddit, where I can load up my character profile, and I guess it will change properties in it that maybe I couldn't do via Notepad, I suppose. And I'll change my character to classic because, as you all pointed out, I don't want to lose all of my good stuff, and some items are very unique, if not impossible, to get back. And so I don't want to lose any of that. I was wondering if anyone's had any experience with that and whether it's worth doing. Well, not so much worth doing, but what would you think if I did that? Because, it's a bit of a weird thing to do. I have Googled something. I've broken my rule about not Googling something, but I did have to Google this to see what it is that I meant to do. Of course, so we have teleported home and there's a goblin army. So I think I'll fight that and I'll get back to you in a second. At least you can see here, I am using my spiky balls and I'm just really loving the constant damage that they do to enemies that walk over them. And they seem to stay up for quite a long time too. It's really nice. And I've been trying out the gun as well. The gun has been proving to be pretty good in terms of long range damage. It's actually slightly more range damage than the Crimtane bow. But then again, maybe the bow, is possible that the bullets themselves don't do enough damage. And of course with the gun you kind of have to be accurate. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Yeah, we've done it. We've defeated the goblin army. We have some doors that we have to put back up and some banners that we're going to have to put up as well. So the final thing that I wanted to ask about before we move on to the to-do list is the fact that I know if I want to summon the Brain of the Cthulhu on my own, I have to simply craft the bloody spine. And to do that, I need vertebra, which I've used mostly crafting arrows, but I certainly know from now on I'll keep. And then vicious powder, which spreads crimson. Now, that's the question. I don't know where to obtain that because Nada, our dryad, only sells potions that will remove crimson. So I don't know if I get that from a traveling salesperson or who. So with all that, I think I'm going to put my stuff away and then head on over to the jungle. All right, so we are all geared up and ready to go. I don't know what is happening with Gus. Gus seems to be a bit unable to find his way downstairs. We're all geared up. We're ready to go. Let's go to the jungle. So I think a good natural entry point to possibly find bees will be in here in this little ravine. So let's go do that. Okay, it has taken us a while, but we finally made it back to this ravine. And we're gonna see about where a beehive would be. Okay, I have drank 2 potions, one that lets me see where enemies are, and another one that if I do get attacked, I will do damage to the enemies. Okay, well, we see some stuff down there. which I guess is due to our threat vision, but I don't know where. Don't know where there would be bees just yet. Now I have dug down a bit. I don't know if this is a beehive or not. It looks beehivey. Not sure if it's a giant beehive. Oh. Well, I guess we won't find out. Ow, what the? Ow, there are thorns in the jungle that I have to watch out for. They hurt me. Okay, it appears there's another beehive. I think I'm going to take this a bit differently here. Where... Oh my goodness. Oh, what's that thing? I'm going to try and maybe knock it down with my hammer this time. Okay, can I knock this down safely? No, come back! Oh, I think it fell down the hole. Ah, but here's one. Perfect. Okay, this one I'm sure to get no problem. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, those aren't giant beehives. Those are like the things in the desert that attack you. I understand now. Okay, well, I'll leave them alone. Something green over there. Let's go check that out. Oh, a detonator. There was a detonator right here. Oh, my inventory is full. There was a detonator right here that was going to blow up on me. So we haven't exactly found a bee's nest yet, but we've found some sort of weird structure with a weird chest. I'm a little bit worried about opening it. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, nothing. We have wild feral claws, some arrows, and some coins. Seems pretty good, and we'll take this chest. We've also found another green glowing area, which may contain a bee's nest. I don't know. Ouch. Thorns. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of all these thorns here. Okay, very good. And here we have found a honey dispenser, as well as an anklet of the wind for more move speed. Well, it seems as though trying to find bees is a lot tougher than I thought, and we have a blood moon going on, so I'm going to deal with that. And in the meantime, if you'd like to let me know how I find bees, that'd be great, because then I can just go ahead and do that. We've certainly had quite the adventure here in the jungle. If you've enjoyed this video, maybe consider giving it a like and leaving a comment down below on some advice on ways to help. I'd like to thank our YouTube members for their support of the channel. Thank you very much for being members. Your names are appearing up on screen right now. And if you'd like to watch past Terraria videos, they are appearing on screen too. I am at Caper Cafe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!